Hello, my YouTube subscribers. Today is Sunday, 11 o'clock a.m. The temperature is about 29 degrees. This is, I'm gonna call this video the Southern Ice Storm. I'm in Duluth, Georgia, which is a suburb outside of Atlanta. And as you can see, the storm does to cars, with ice anyway. Look at this vehicle. Look at this ice. Look at the trees with ice. I'm gonna be walking around the neighborhood. As you can see, it's not really any snow on the ground like it is up north, but we did have some ice come in late last night, early this morning. It started raining, and I guess the ice froze up. The temperature started dropping around 10 o'clock last night. But it's no snow, but it is just icy. And they are telling people to stay off the roads because the roads are slick. It doesn't look like any much ice on the roads, but just from me walking on it, it does feel, kind of slick and slippery. But the thing about it is, tomorrow it is supposed to think like close to the single digits. So whatever's on the ground is going to really freeze. Just a little walk around the neighborhood. It's definitely cold out here. That Camry right there. This car, another one, all iced down real bad. Look at this. Google Fiber truck with ice on it. Hopefully he's off for today. My hands feel a little cold, but it doesn't feel like any frostbite is setting in, so I'm good. I'm not gonna be out here this long. So I'm figuring if it's supposed to drop to the low 20s to teens overnight, that tells me it's going to be a lot worse. Everybody's at home, which is smart. Everybody's not gonna pay attention to the news forecast or the weatherman when they tell them to stay home. You still have some people in the streets. I saw on the I was watching the news, and this guy was on Pleasant Hill Road in Duluth. He was talking about, look at that. It was people driving down the street the same way they drive when it's not any under normal conditions. They're driving the speed limit plus. So you hear about the accidents. If I hear about any accidents today, I know why. People don't pay attention or take heed to warnings until something happened, and then they wish they had to listen. These cars are iced down. The average northerner will be laughing at this video, but you got to understand that driving in ice is different than snow, because snow you can get friction. I mean, you can get traction inside of snow. You can't get traction on ice. I'd rather deal with snow any day than deal with icy roads. And it's still kind of drizzling outside right now. So whatever rain that's falling, when the sun sets and overnight temperatures hit, they're talking about wind chills in the single digits. So the roads are going to be full of ice and black ice. And go around this cul-de-sac right here. There are some people that's experiencing power outages because ice forming on the power lines. So far, my power's still on. Thank God. I'm one of the blessed to still have power. The worst thing that can happen is it dips down in the 20s or teens, and you don't have any power. That's not cool at all. Then your apartment, townhouse, or home turn into an ice box. And they were saying that anybody who lose power because of the ice expect minimum of 2 days of being without power. Minimum. That's a long time. If my power goes out, I'm going to a hotel. I already made my plans what I'm going to do. But so far it's on, so I'm happy and blessed. But it's the northern part of the very northern extreme part of Georgia is where it's worse. They actually, the northern part of Georgia actually has snow on the ground. You go up there up there in Gainesville, Helen, they actually have the ice and snow. There's ice right here on this road, but it's just real thin, you can feel it. It's real the road is kind of slick, but that's gonna ice up tomorrow. Just yesterday, it was about almost 50 degrees outside. Now it's about 28, 29. This weather's getting more and more crazy. It's no more gradual changes in the weather anymore. It's just like now it's sudden changes. Neighborhood is kind of hilly, like up and down hills. You can see I just came from up a hill, so I had to walk kind of careful so I don't fall and bust my ass. But yeah, it is. The street kind of slick. Any snow accumulation you do see a little bit of snow accumulation you see on the roof of some of the homes. The southern metro area of Atlanta, I don't think they got any ice or snow at all. I think they said below I-20 is pretty much good. No snow or ice, it's just rain. You know, me, I live on the north side of town. I live in northeastern metro Atlanta. And they say the northeast part of town is gonna have the highest number of power outages in the metropolitan Atlanta area. Now, North Georgia is worse, but as far as the metro area of Atlanta, the northeastern side of town is that have most of the ice and snow, well, a little bit of snow. Just the main thing is the ice in the power outages. That's the ice forming on the power lines and weighing down the power lines, or ice weighing down the trees, and the trees falling or falling on the power lines. There's thousands of people without power so far. I'm just fortunate that I'm not one of them. Let me go outside the neighborhood on the main street and see how fast these people are driving. These people I just heard a car drive by fast on these slick roads. People don't listen. I mean, it's good. It's not that many people on the road, so that's good. Most people took heed to the warnings, stayed in the house. I think the high temperature for today is only supposed to get to like 31. Let's see how I look. Whoa, almost slipped. See how crunchy this grass is over here. Oh yeah, it's crunchy. Oh, crunchy grass. What kind of plant is this? Anybody know what kind of plant this is? Comment on this video and tell me. Look kind of like some type of cactus flowers. Weird, never saw this before. Huh? Maybe I'll do a Google images and maybe it'll tell me. But if you know, put in the comments what type of flower you think that is. Whoa, let me get out of here. I almost slipped again. Let me step downward like I'm marching so I won't fall and bust my ass. I'm just glad it's not windy out here right now. So it's not much of a wind chill. It's just, you know, just dealing with straight temperature. But the air is kind of still, so I'm not really dealing with much of a wind chill. But I heard it's supposed to be windy tomorrow. AT&T underground cable. They're claiming, I don't know if it's true or not, but they're claiming that there's supposed to be some more snow and ice next weekend, the following weekend. But I do know it's supposed to be super cold all week long. All week long, supposed to be cold, especially in the mornings. Now again, a lot of you northerners that's watching the video, I know we don't have as bad as you do. I grew up north, born and raised in Cleveland, Ohio, so I know how it is. Speaking of Cleveland, their temperature, last I checked, was I think 2 degrees outside. So this 30 degrees right now, 29 is toasty warm compared to that. And on top of that, the wind is blowing up there. So I can only imagine, and I feel for you guys. This is gonna really freeze up overnight when them teens hit. Supposed to be in the teens in the morning. So anybody, you need to definitely stay off the road tomorrow. Okay, my YouTube subscribers, I'm gonna end this video. Just want to give you a little quick tour of the neighborhood to see how the neighborhood look with this ice. As you can see, it's not It's ice, not much snow. But like I said earlier, ice can be more dangerous than the snow. Because ice don't care what kind of car you have, what kind of truck you have, how big is your truck. It doesn't matter. When you lose grip on that ice, you're at the mercy of that vehicle, whichever way you decide to go, and you have very limited control over it. The best thing to do is just take your foot off the gas pedal and slowly tap those brakes. I mean, real slow, but where you barely hitting them, and just try to guide the vehicle the best you can. Because ice is not nothing to play around with. But anyway, I'm gonna go ahead and end this video. Click like, subscribe if you like the video. Hit the bell for more notifications, so you get more notifications of my videos. Until next time, see you later.